Viewers, let's begin with our top focus this hour. This is, of course, the Arjikar case that we're looking at, and the quantum of sentence will be announced shortly. In fact, it's already begun. The court has reconvened, and in just a matter of a few minutes, we'll be learning more about the fate of this monster who's outraged the entire nation. The court, of course, now has to decide between life imprisonment and death penalty. Shreya Mondal continues to get us all the details from right outside the court right now. Shreya, just a few minutes left. We'll learn about the fate of this monster who's been accused in the Arjikar rape and murder horror.
A few minutes is left. Remember, the court has resumed sharply at 2:45. We have seen that the judge has entered, that is room number 2010, where the entire proceeding is going on. We have seen today the judgment began around 12:36, where the judge first gave a chance to Sanjay Roy to put forward his stance, where he has claimed to be innocent. After that, we have seen that the CBI lawyer and the victim's lawyer both have sought for the death penalty of Sanjay Roy. Now we will have to see what will be the punishment that will be finally given to Sanjay Roy, because remember, look at the section under which he has been charged, section 64, 66 and 103 by 1 of BNS. 103 by 1 of BNS means a life imprisonment or a death penalty. So it is a very, very strong case that has been built against Sanjay Roy. So we will have to see what will be the final judgment that will be given to Sanjay Roy. And remember, this is going to be an example for the society, because this particular crime have shook the entire nation. This is exactly what the CBI lawyer have told the court today, that this is rarest of the rare crime, and given the fact that this particular crime has sent shockwaves across the nation, that is the reason why CBI lawyers are demanding for a capital punishment. This is exactly the argument that they have put forward. So of course we see that they are seeking for a death penalty, and we will have to see what happens finally. You can see that there is a lot of ruckus that is happening outside the courtroom. It is 2:50. The proceeding is going on. You can see the lawyers, they are standing in the second floor of Shialda Court. It is room number 210, where the proceeding is going on. The judge has entered, and the judge has said that this case does not come under the rarest of rare case. Remember, this is what the judge has just said, that this case does not come under rarest of rare case. We will have to see where now this case is going, because as far as...
All right, Shreya, we believe we have the big breaking news that's coming in right now in connection to this case. Even as you get us all the details about the commotion right outside the courtroom there, we believe life imprisonment is what is being handed out to Sanjay Roy. This will outrage a lot of people, but this, of course, is initial details that we're getting right now. The judge has very clearly said that this is not a rarest of the rare case. This is something that the CBI had said, but the judge now has deferred. He says that this is not a rarest of the rare case. Shreya, this is now a big setback if you look at it, because everyone was anticipating capital punishment for Sanjay Roy. You all earlier, of course, also told us about the family of the victim. They also were hopeful that capital punishment it would be. Right now, we're seeing all the lawyers now leave the courtroom. 210. Give us more details. What's the latest we're picking up? Because from what we understand right now, it's life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy.
Well, of course, this is the big development that is coming to us. Life imprisonment in rape and murder case, and the judge says this case does not come under rarest of the rare case. This is a big setback, because remember, the entire nation was looking forward to this day. We all were hopeful that capital punishment...
I believe Riju Datta from the TMC joins us right now. Mr. Riju Datta, this is the update that we're getting right now. Big breaking. The judge has now very clearly said that this does not come under the rarest of the rare case, and it's life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy. Your first reaction?
I'm a little sad because I believe an animal like Sanjay Roy, who brutally raped and murdered a doctor who was giving service to humanity is not suitable to live and breathe in a civil society. He should have been given the capital punishment. The Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal, the ruling party Trinamool Congress, and millions of people all over this country and worldwide wanted capital punishment. A little sad and little upset. I don't know what the Honorable Judge thought, what was his thought process, but we would have been, I believe more than what we feel, Abhaya's parents would have been a little content. They would have found a little peace and solace if this animal would have been given the capital punishment. I don't know why that was not pronounced. Unfortunate.
Mr. Rijudatta, your party had continuously been talking about CBI inquiry. You had been saying that CBI is not doing its job properly. Do you think the CBI investigation in a way has to be looked at as well? Because again, the anticipation was that it would be a capital punishment. CBI also had said that this is a rarest of the rare case, but the court now has said that this is not one of such cases and only life imprisonment will be given to this person.
Today, two things have happened. One, Mamata Banerjee, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, her government, and Kolkata police stands vindicated. The accused, who has been given life imprisonment, was arrested within 12 hours of committing the crime by Kolkata police. And within 96 hours, the case was transferred over to the CBI. So the guy that Calcutta police arrested in 12 hours, CBI took 162 days, roughly 5 months, to file the charge sheet, and based on the evidence provided by the CBI, the court has given him life imprisonment. So at the end of the day, I believe CBI has done its job, but if CBI would have done it at the best possible way, then probably there wouldn't have been any doubt of giving him the capital punishment by the Honorable Judge. So I don't know what has happened, but all in all, I hope Abhaya's parents find a little peace and solace. Not entirely happy with the judgment, was hoping for capital punishment, but Mamata Banerjee and Calcutta police stand vindicated today. That is the big thing. Opposition leaders, opposition political parties who wanted to do politics over the dead body of the victim stands exposed.
Right, Mr. Rijudatta, appreciate you joining us and of course sharing your insights on this. I believe my colleague Shreya, who's right outside the court there, continues to be on the broadcast with us. Shreya, if you can just show us around what's happening there right outside the court. This is a big announcement, big judgment that's come in. Life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy.
Well, of course, this is a big judgment that has come. Remember, everybody was anticipating that there will be a death penalty, but we see clearly the judge has deferred. He has clearly said that this case does not come under the rarest of the rare case. He says that there will be life imprisonment in this rape and murder case, and the victim's family will get a compensation of 17 lakh. And Sanjay Roy, he has to pay a fine of 50,000 along with life imprisonment. So this is a big development that we are tracking at this point in time.
Really shocking. We see the judge differs, and the judge really says this does not come under the rarest of the rare crime, and he clearly says that there will be life imprisonment. Remember, before these allegations were going on earlier today, the CBI has asked for death penalty, saying this is rarest of the rare case, which has sent shockwaves across the nation. But the judge now clearly differs. This is a big development we are tracking at this point in time, because the victim's family, the state government, the ruling party, everybody was looking forward to a death penalty. Even the junior doctors who have hit the street, they were on a cease work, they were there for month-long protest. Everybody expected a death penalty, but the judge finally differs, and he says that no death penalty in Arjigor rape and murder case, but life imprisonment. Now, this is a very sensitive case that we were dealing with. Remember, a lady doctor was raped and murdered while on duty. these raised several pertinent questions about women's safety at workplace. It has sent shockwaves across the nation, and not only the medical fraternity in Kolkata, but also the civic society has reached the street. But at this point in time, when it was a death penalty that was anticipated, we see that it is life imprisonment that has been given to Sanjay Roy, and you can see that the judges, they are standing outside there. We will try and speak to the victim's family. When they come out, we will have to get their reaction, because remember, as far as the victim's family is concerned, they
All right, Shreya, do hold on. We are being joined by BJP Bengal leader Deepak Burman. Mr. Deepak, your first reaction on this? Sanjay Roy has been handed life imprisonment. He has managed to escape capital punishment.
All expect capital punishment, and I do also expect capital punishment. But I see that he has been given life imprisonment, and the accused persons who were his companion and who are his co-murderers, all the society expect them to recover them to in front of us. They will be in front of us, and we do want to see them who were helped him to commit such a crime.
Right.
And we expect capital punishment, not life imprisonment.
All right, Mr. Deepak, appreciate you joining us here. This is, of course, the BJP's view now as far as this entire case is concerned. I also believe Abba Singh joins us on the broadcast. Abba Singh, your first reaction, life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy. Now, the family of the victim clearly have rejected any sort of a compensation. They've made it very clear that they only want justice and not any compensation.
I am glad that the fast track court has delivered justice in 5.5 months, putting rest to all the confusion that what it was, whether it was one person committing rape or it was a gang rape. But yes, I would have been definitely happier, and in the interest of justice, that death penalty should have been given to the rapist, not just life imprisonment, because the manner in it was done, and it was done in a government premise, that to a medical intern, death penalty would have definitely served a larger message to the society. But nonetheless, death imprisonment is a welcome judgment from the court.
And also, Abba Singh ji, now the court has differed from what the CBI said. The CBI had said that this is the rarest of the rare case, but the court says that this does not fall under the category. How do you look at it?
You know, the court would have seen everything, that why it was not ready to call it rarest of the rare, but because he was drunk, he came from somewhere and did it in the college, but rarest of the rare, it can fall in that also. But yes, it's a very thin line, because generally in other judgments of the Supreme Court, rarest of the rare is when it is more gruesome, it is more heinous. That is what I'm sure the judge would have taken all the facts into it. The CBI in its own would have made a watertight case calling it a rarest of the rare, but we have to respect the order of the court, because if the court has said that it is not rarest of the rare, we'll have to go by it. But although the parents and the state government, they have a right to appeal to the High Court and ask for death penalty, which the government, West Bengal government, must do, ask for death penalty as it was given out in Nirbhaya rapist. Because also, if I try to compare this case with Nirbhaya rapist, the way the rod was inserted brutally and the other things also, keeping that in mind, maybe the judge would have reached the conclusion that it is not rarest of the rare, because he was drunk and how the sequence happened.
All right, Abba Singh ji, appreciate you joining us on the broadcast here, sharing your views on this. Of course, now this is going to be a big topic of discussion. The CBI, of course, very clearly said that this is the rarest of the rare case and deserves the maximum punishment. I believe Rasu Datta, Mahila Congress State President of Bengal, also joins us. Rasu ji, your first reaction on this. Now, the TMC has very clearly said that opposition parties were trying to play politics over this, and all of that has been exposed. Now, keeping all that aside, your first reaction from the Congress on this sentencing?
So
absolutely, absolutely. We think that it is supporting. I mean, central government is supporting state government because it cannot be one-person activities. And still today, charge sheet has not been submitted. So I think it's total vague. But though we believe in court and we believe in judgment, but we should go to the upper court for it.
Rasuji, what makes you believe that? Because the CBI has very categorically said, after all hundreds of witnesses and other evidence being taken care of, the CBI has very categorically said that this is an act that has been carried out by a single person. It's not a gang rape, but you continue to maintain that it's a gang rape. Why is it?
No, but if it is so, all of us have seen that they have made so many things. I mean, the building was, the room and the walls were torn that time. They have remodeled it. And why it is so? Just to, do this, all these things, remodeling, just to remove the, all the proof. You know, all of us have seen in the TV and in the paper also, the day it has been occurred, the next day, they have all, destroyed the walls and they have all removed the, proof. So we believe that something is wrong there and we condemn it, that we should go to the higher court. And I think the guardian of the victim will do, because we met so many times with them. They are not at all happy with it.
All right, Rasuji, appreciate joining us here. So clearly there, the Congress is of the opinion that the investigation was not done properly and this is an entirely botched up case. In fact, Shreya continues to be on the broadcast with us. Shreya, what's the latest that's happening there right outside the court? Has Sanjay Roy been taken away from the court?
Well, so far we have not seen Sanjay Roy coming out of the court, but I'll also show you the visual. Like I was mentioning, Delhi Shalda railway station, that is also just outside the court. Look at the police that is present and the people that have gathered here. They're all very curious and they're here to see the court proceeding and where it takes. It is really shocking that, it is life imprisonment in the rape and murder case and not a death penalty. Remember, that is something that the CBI lawyers were rooting for. They said it is rarest of the rare crime that has sent shockwaves across the nation. But of course, we see then the judge defers. So of course, as far as Shalda court is concerned, there is a lot of commotion over here. You can see the police personnel who are present here, and Sanjay Roy, we're given to understand, will be taken out from the court premises shortly. So of course, we see that there is a lot of commotion, and this is something which has not been expected at all, because the entire nation and the junior doctors and the victims' family as well, everybody anticipated that there is going to be a death penalty given the case, how the case was. But after that, we see that it was not a death penalty but life imprisonment. So of course, it is really, really shocking. And at this time, you can see the police is trying to manage the crowd that is present at Shalda court right now. So of course, it has sent shockwaves across the nation. And what we really have to see at this point in time is that we will have to see how the victims' family will react to it, because they were not only expecting Sanjay Roy to be hanged, but they were also saying that there are multiple other people who are involved in the case and all of them has to be brought to the books. So Sanjay Roy being convicted was not something they were only looking forward to, but they believe that this was a case of gang rape. So this judgment, how the victim's family is going to take this judgment, we will have to see. But remember, as far as the victim's family is concerned, previously also they have said that they are not satisfied with the CBI investigation, and they are, they are positive that there are more and more people that is involved. So of course, we will now have to see how the victim's family and the junior doctors react to that.
Right, Shreya. In fact, we already had the Mahila Congress State President of Bengal now join us on the broadcast, and she was very clear on the opinion that it's the CBI that has failed to prove this as the rarest of the rare case, and this is a big letdown. So we would expect politics as well to peak over this entire issue. The fact that CBI has been under attack from multiple parties as well, including the TMC, about the investigation and the protocols being followed.
Well, of course, we saw that the TMC party was giving safai because remember, it was actually Kolkata police who has arrested Sanjay Roy. So as far as the TMC party is concerned, they have said that what the Kolkata police did in one day, it took CBI 5 long months to do the same thing. So TMC party has been giving safai. They in fact said that they are rooting for the death penalty of Sanjay Roy, and they said it was Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee who has actually hit the street, done a rally seeking for death penalty of Sanjay Roy. She wants the accused to be hanged. This is what clearly the TMC party have told us yesterday. So of course we see the TMC party is blaming the CBI. The CBI is being cornered. They say what the Kolkata police did in one day, why it took CBI 5 long months to do the same thing and to come to the same conclusion that Sanjay Roy is the sole perpetrator in the case. And not only remember, it is the TMC party who is giving us a fight, but of course we see Congress is also questioning the role of a CBI because they seem to believe that more and more people were involved. As far as BJP is concerned, they have said since day one that they are with the victim's family and they should get justice. Now, the victim's family have said to the judge that it was never the compensation that they were looking for after losing their daughter, but it was actually justice. Very, very heartbreaking update that it is not death penalty but life imprisonment in the Arjikal rape and murder case. We will have to see how the civil society will react now and how the junior doctors will react to it, because remember, they have been on strike months after months. They have been hitting the street. The women were hitting the street. The civic society also came out to support the medical fraternity. So we will have to see how these people will respond to the judgment.
Right, Shreya, also you were talking about the family of the victim here, and earlier you had also mentioned how the family was always apprehensive about the CBI investigation. They believe that there is more to this than meets the eye. Sanjay Roy is not the only person responsible for what's happened, and today we are looking at how he has been given life imprisonment. The family, of course, has now very categorically said that they don't want compensation. The only thing that they demand for is justice. So again, what's the next course of action that we expect from the family now? All right, Shreya, before we come to you, I believe my colleague Ritvik is also getting us more details on this. Let's cut across.
Sanjay continued to speak that he is innocent, and he claimed that he has been framed by several officials, and of course he also claimed that he has no role in this crime and he is innocent. After that, judge also requested all spectrums of lawyers representing the prosecutions and then the victim family or the defense lawyer to
All right, so that was Ritik getting us all those details there. And of course, he again pointed out to a very important fact, the fact that Sanjay Roy till the very end continued to maintain that he is innocent. He spoke about Rudraksh Mala that he had. He said that it would have broken if he had committed any sin. And because it hadn't, it meant that he had not done anything wrong. He had continued to allege that this was all a conspiracy being hatched against him. Now, the judge also, on the other hand, continued to maintain that every single piece of evidence gathered over the last several weeks, everything pointed towards Sanjay Roy. So this back and forth continued to happen inside the court today. Lots of details that will continue to get you about everything that was happening inside the Selda court. Lots and lots of updates are coming in right now as well. But meanwhile, that's the bottom line, the fact that Sanjay Roy has managed to evade capital punishment. He's been given life imprisonment. Not just that, 50,000 rupee fine on Sanjay Roy as well. In fact, Shreya continues to join us for more on this. Shreya, now Ritik was also mentioning the fact that Sanjay Roy till the very end continued to maintain that he was being framed. All of this was a conspiracy. Do you think that also worked in his favor? He managed to evade capital punishment.
Yes, yes.
Life sentence has been given.
Life sentence नहीं है. Till death sentence announced by the learned Additional District Session Judge 1 Shella for 66 of BNS Act, for section 64 and 103 of BNS Act for life sentence.
Here the judge has mentioned one thing which is very crucial, that this is not the rarest of the rarest.
Yes. A court announced that it is not a rarest of rarest case. As such, he did not give the death sentence or capital punishment. He only till he alive, he will punished for conviction. Advocate Anishur Rahman.
All right, so this is the lawyer there speaking. He said that section 103 of the PNS Act is something that that was taken note of. And if you just read out this entire section, it says that whoever commits murder shall be punished with death or imprisonment for life and shall also be liable to fine. So there was an
सीबीआई ने इन्वेस्टिगेशन ठीक से नहीं किया है.
हम लोग का आर्गुमेंट में था कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन प्रॉपर्ली नहीं हुआ है. देयर हैज बीन सम लैचेस जो कंफ्यूजन किया है जज साहब का माइंड में भी.
आप हायर कोर्ट में जाएंगे इस वर्डिक्ट के खिलाफ?
पहले हम लोग को जजमेंट का कॉपी मिलने दीजिए, उसके बाद हम लोग सब डिसाइड करेंगे हम लोग का नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा.
सरनेम क्या अमरतदा?
दे.
All right, so that was another update coming in from one of those lawyers who was right inside courtroom 210. This is where the entire hearing was happening, and this is a big update because the lawyers now clearly state that it is the lapse on the part of the investigation which was carried out by CBI, which has now meant that Sanjay Roy has managed to evade capital punishment. Shreya, you just heard the lawyer speak that this was one of the lawyers who was inside the courtroom, and one of the things that he said is that this is because of the lapse in investigation. There was a confusion even in the mind of the judge, and all of this meant that Sanjay Roy...
Actually, reflection of that argument in the judgment. There has been severe latches in the part of the investigation. Thank you. Yes. Judge mentioned that there has been some confusion regarding the investigation. Let's see. Let us have the copy of the judgment first, then we'll decide later.
Right, so that was one of the lawyers, I believe, representing the victim, and he's very categorically now said that this is the fact that it's only life imprisonment and not capital punishment is because of severe lapses in investigation. A big statement coming in from the victim's lawyer directly questioning the investigation that has been carried out by the CBI, something that even the state government was talking about. The TMC, one of the TMC leaders who also joined us right now, also mentioned the fact that CBI investigation was not up to the mark. This is exactly what the victims' lawyers also are now pointing out. The fact that severe lapses in probe created a lot of confusion in the judge's mind about the probe, about the investigation, about the sequence of events and the evidence at hand. And all this has now meant that a monster like Sanjay Roy has managed to evade capital punishment. Very strong reactions coming in from across the board, and CBI seems to be the prime target as of now. Shreya continues to be on the broadcast with us. Shreya, I was pointing at how the lawyers now, I believe it was the victim's lawyer who just came out and said that it was severe lapses in the investigation, and this is something that created a lot of confusion in the judge's mind. So clearly now CBI under the scanner and under attack by the victim's lawyers.
At this point in time, we see that the CBI is under the scanner, and all points are raised at the CBI for not doing the investigation properly. At first, remember, it was the TMC party who has said that it It took CBI 5 long months to come to the same conclusion which Kolkata police has done in one day. Remember, Sanjay Roy, the man in question here, was first arrested by Kolkata police and then the case was handed over to the CBI. Now the big question is, how come Sanjay Roy not be given a death penalty but a life imprisonment? This is the big question. Even we see the victim's lawyer is now blaming
all
the
right,
CBI.
Shreya, do hold on. We also have Dr. Saurav joining us. I believe he's from the RG Kar Medical College. Dr. Saurav, what's your first reaction on this?
We are devastated with the judgment that has come out today, because only Sanjay Roy was declared as the sole perpetrator of the crime. We don't believe that a single person can do that heinous crime within half an hour inside a medical college. And we also don't believe that a single person did this and the whole Kolkata police was involved to botch the investigation. So we believe that many other people were involved in this, and the sole person who was involved in this rare of the rarest crime, he was not even given the ultimate penalty. So overall, it is a very devastating judgment for us, and we will try to fight this legal battle in higher authority.
Right, Dr. Saurav, and what's your reaction on the investigation? Because even the victims' lawyers now state that they are not happy with the investigation. There were severe lapses as far as that is concerned. And even the judge's mind was confused about the investigation because it was not done properly.
Yeah, regarding the CBI investigation that has come out to us, we believe that CBI has done the investigating job very poorly, because in many states we have seen that the emergency report or the forensic report or the CCTV report that has come out that did not reflect the proper truth and were self-contradictory. So what we believe the CBI should have done better investigating job. And in that way, what happened is only the name of Sanjay Roy has come out. And we don't believe that single person inside a medical college can do such a heinous crime. And we also don't believe that the whole...
All right, Dr. Saurav. Appreciate you joining us here and sharing your views on this. I believe my colleague Ritik is also joined by some junior doctors. These are the doctors who are protesting after the incident. This is exactly why the entire case was getting national attention as well.
Take it, or they will refuse it, they will take it otherwise. That is the different things what we believe. We believe that we are fighting in the street with the whole of the people. You see the lakhs of people, lakhs of, they all are, on the street because of they want the, uplifting of the, justice, or there should be a visible justice, that everyone should, should be out of fear. Everyone can, move freely. Everyone can, no woman can feel they are unsafe in the time. So this is complete different way that we feel, and we wanted, we seek for the justice. But today's judgment is not satisfactory. It's a part of satisfactory part, that is different things, but this is not the complete satisfactory judgment for us. We believe that we will go for the higher court, and higher court that justice should come, and they all of us, not only this over, all over in the country should see the justice, how the justice come, and everything. Should be justice, should be
fine. So now junior doctor says that they are going for the higher judiciary for the justice.
All right, so that was Ritik there speaking to one of the junior doctors, and very clearly you hear every single protester, doctor you speak to, nobody is happy with the verdict. It might be life imprisonment, but they clearly allege that there has been a lot of lapse as far as the investigation is concerned. This is something, there were apprehensions as far as the victim's family is concerned. Even the victim's lawyers, right after the sentencing was announced, came out and said that they are not happy with the investigation. There was a lot of confusion. That's exactly why Sanjay Roy has escaped with just life imprisonment, and even the junior doctors continue to share similar views. So a lot of questions there about the investigation. These were the junior doctors who were expressing their dejection. They say that yes, this is a significant verdict, but this is not satisfactory. Shreya Mandal, my colleague, continues to be on the broadcast with us. Shreya Mandal, we are just looking at the doctors' reaction also coming in right now. Across the board, you look at the political parties or the doctors or even the victims' lawyers. Nobody seems to be happy with this particular decision, and a lot of focus is now on the CBI and its investigation.
Fingers is being pointed at the CBI investigation. At this point in time, we see the lawyers coming out and questioning the investigation that has been done by the CBI, and they say that there must be lapses because of which Sanjay Roy could actually evade a death penalty and bag a life imprisonment instead. So a lot of question being asked to the CBI, but as far as the ruling party TMC is concerned, remember they have been questioning the role of the CBI since day one. They were saying that what Kolkata police did in one day, it took CBI 5 long months to do the same, because it was first the Kolkata police who has arrested Sanjay Roy, and we have been speaking to the junior doctors. Of course, we see a lot of angry faces. They are not happy with the judgment that has come out. They are saying that they will fight it out in the higher courts. They say, first of all, they do not believe that Sanjay Roy is the only person who was involved in the crime, and second of all, it was justice they were looking for, and whatever judgment has come out today, that is not justice being done to Abhaya. So of course they say that they are going to fight it out as far as the victim's family is concerned. Remember about the compensation, there is a lot of anger because a compensation of 17 lakh has been declared from the court side. Now the victim's father has clearly said that it was never the compensation that the victim's family was looking for, but it was justice. First of all, they believe that it is a case of gang rape. More than one person was involved. Secondly, they were expecting Sanjay Roy to be hanged, but that was clearly not the case. The judge has differed from whatever the CBI lawyer has said in the court today. The CBI lawyer in the court said that this is the rarest of the rare crime, but as far as the judge is concerned, the judge clearly said that this is not the rarest of the rare crime. And then the judge went on to pronounce a life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy. Massive breaking coming to us. We see a lot of anger among the junior doctors who have hit the street, who were on month-long protest. We see a lot of anger among the lawyers. The victim's lawyer even goes on to blame the CBI for not being able to do a proper case, because of which he could actually evade a capital punishment. So of course we see there is a lot of question that is being asked. Even the political parties, the TMC and the Congress, they're questioning the role of CBI. They are saying that for 5 long months CBI was filing the charge sheet. It took CBI a long time. There must be some lapses in the CBI investigation that has helped Sanjay Roy to evade capital punishment and bag life imprisonment. This is what they are saying, and we have been speaking to the junior doctors, and they say this is not justice and they will fight it out in the higher courts. This is not justice to this particular victim, not to any other victim, because they seem to believe that this is actually rarest of the rare crime.
Right, Shreya, you were talking about the junior doctors and how they're not happy with this entire sentencing that's come in as well. But also one of the things that we noticed here is that immediately after the victim's lawyer stepped out, the first line of attack, the first statement that they gave out was about CBI investigation. They very categorically said that they are upset with what's happened, and a lot of that has to do with lapses in the CBI investigation. So of course, Shreya will continue to get back to you for more details on that. This is the big news that's coming in right now, viewers. As far as the RG Kar Medical College rape and murder horror is concerned, Sanjay Roy has been given life imprisonment. There's also a penalty that has been imposed as well. And of course, we will continue to track all the details on that. We're getting you all the voices from across the world. In fact, joining us right now is Amartya De, who's the victim's parents' lawyer. Amartya ji, appreciate you joining us right now. Your first reaction on the verdict. Do you think justice has been served?
Your voice is not at all clear audible to me. Hello?
Mr. Amartya, if you can hear me right now, do you believe justice has been served today?
Hello? Yes.
Right, Amartya. Mr. Amartya, if you can hear me right now.
Yes, I can hear you.
It's been a long fight for the family. It's been a long legal battle. Do you think with the judgment today, justice has been served?
Yes. Yeah, we have raised some questions as our argument in this case regarding the role play, regarding the latches of the investigation agency. And the last occasion when the Larnet Court has announced that the accused person is guilty, he has also mentioned the fact that he has noted some points that there has been some serious negligence and latches in the part of the investigation agency. After getting the copy of the judgment, we will plan our next move and next procedures which are yet to come.
All right, Mr. Amartya, I understand you'll give us more reactions on this after you go through the copy of the judgment, but prima facie, do you believe CBI investigation is to blame? Because one of the initial reactions that we were getting in was also from your lawyers who were stating that the lapses in the CBI investigation helped Sanjay Roy get away with just life imprisonment.
Yeah, it is regularly stated by the Larnet Court that there has been some latches in the part of the investigation agency and their role has created some confusion in his mind. And moreover, not yet the supplementary charge sheet has been submitted. So more investigation are yet to come up. We are looking forward to that.
All right. So that was Amartya De, the victim's lawyer there, of course, very clearly pointing out that even the court pointed out towards the fact that there was a lot of confusion about the investigation. So at the end of the day, the buck stops at CBI and their investigation is under the scanner. We'll of course be getting you details on that and a lot more, viewers. This is a big developing story. We'll of course be getting you more on this. But on that note, it's a wrap on this edition of the broadcast. Lots more line up on